This is a fucking shit show and a half. Ah. Fucking what? What? Why? 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 There's people with fucking 200, 400 times my speed, and I'm stuck with this fucking piece of shit like, oh yeah, I'm having trouble peeing, use a little dribble, mate. Get out of here. Fuck this shit, dude. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna stream if it doesn't go away in a minute. Is that anime? That was just fucking Steam. Tell me I'll get off the phone, yeah. I'm yeah, right? I should move to fucking not Canada because they have fucking caps on their data usage, right? Still or no? I don't know. Look at that. 50% of my frames have been dropped. What a fucking useless piece of shit internet service. $50 a month for not even 5 megabits, whatever the fuck it is. You done? You done? Maybe he's done. That's a ripoff? Oh, that's totally a fucking ripoff. My landlords have a really old contract. So this is the cheapest I can get it. Nope, it's not over. It's still going. 100 for $10? Yeah, dude. I know it exists. Yeah, that's my up speed. That's what it's supposed to be. You guys love Americans in Sweden? Yeah. I don't speak any languages. I barely even speak fucking English, so. All right, so hang on. This is my graph. Look at my fucking graph. Oh, it's even harder to see, isn't it? Oh, no, it's not. This is where we were dropping frames. This is where we were dropping frames. This is where we were okay. So something's doing something somewhere. Is how do I find the fucking downloads in Steam? I want to search the store. I want to find my fucking downloads. You downloading right now? No, you're not downloading. What's downloading? Something. It's on the inside. How do I fucking find out what's using? No, let me choose what categories are here. I got nothing running. I don't mean that working. What's running? What's uploading besides fucking Twitch? Now I gotta go through every fucking thing. Exit you. Exit you. What is this? Is it fucking... Not only is Comcast fucking me over, but Fortnite's trying to update. I haven't launched Fortnite in forever. So Resource Monitor actually fails on this computer. Where is it? Of course, this fucking time it works. Every time I go into this fucking screen, this screen doesn't work. Son of a bitch. I'm gonna clock someone. I'm gonna fucking clobber someone's fucking brains in. I'm gonna fucking. I'm a human. Anyway, welcome back, guys. How pained am I right now? 12. I'm gonna play some Metal Gear. I need to just get some shit going here on my end. Also, now in all the excitement, I gotta fucking pee. Of course. Easy. If I could fucking get fiber, I totally would. But to get fiber, not only do I have to convince my landlord to get it, but I also have to pay for the installation, most likely, and then pay for the service. I got money, but I don't got that kind of money, dude. That being said, when I do eventually move out of here, I'm fucking going wherever Fios is. I don't care how much it costs me to live there. That's like, all right. Is the place safe? Does it have Fios? We have Optimum here. I mean, it's my landlord's place, you know? It's not like it's my... It's not like it's a building my landlord owns. I'm actually in my landlord's basement, so... It's very hard to, like, change anything, you know? No, I totally know, like one of my students at work used to work at Optimum, and when I told him what I had, he was like, dude, that package is so old. So they're just on this ancient package. They just haven't upgraded. If they would just upgrade their package, I'm sure I would get better speeds for cheaper. A, and B, I think the cable coming from the street needs to be replaced as well. Because as you can see, sometimes I can't even get fucking, you know, one megabit or whatever the fuck it is sometimes. You have Optimum, they did change. Are they better? I hope so. That's interesting. Like I said, I gotta go to the bathroom, so I'm sorry. I'll be right back. I have played Fortnite with people, but I'm not good at it. Don't think that I'm any good. Daily bonus. Yep. All right, John. I'll catch you later. Busy fucking weekend, dude. Singular dude out there. I was working Saturday, and I intended to go visit my parents on Sunday. I am gonna play Payday Mystics. I just don't know when. I got some new update has to come out for me to be like, oh shit, let me go check that out. You know what I mean?
Please specify a project.
Oh. The hell? I don't want fucking... Get out of here with that shit. Hang on, let me get into a mission because I can't talk and think at the same time.
Please select a land heading to Afghanistan.
You're awful at loud missions? Really? Oh my god, I pretty much only play loud missions.
Deploying.
Yeah, so I was working Saturday. It was a 2:15 and we ended up leaving at like 10:30ish. And while I was there, the guy asked me if I would work Sunday because someone was out sick. They weren't feeling well. And, you know, thinking, all right, it'll be the afternoon, whatever. I won't visit my parents. I'll do it. And I said yes. Then he said, all right, we leave the shop at 6. And I was like, oh, it's pretty late. But no, it's 6 a.m. So I got home at like 11:30. Woke up at like 4:35. And went and fucking did this concert. It was a benefit for Melissa's Wish, which I believe was to benefit the caretakers of people who caretake for people who have cancer. And D. Schneider was there, along with Mark Mendoza, who are two current members of Twisted Sister, which is pretty cool. And then Randy Johnson, who I thought at first was the fucking American Idol Randy Johnson, but it's not. It's the Zebra Randy Johnson, which arguably is maybe the same.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Bring back net.
Enemy presence detected. Map has been updated.
They were all very nice.
Detected. The map has been updated.
And I wouldn't say otherwise. There's some video on Twitter if you're interested in seeing that. You met him? It's pretty cool. Yeah, dude, it's pretty cool. He sang, you know, the requisite songs as required by being a member of Twisted Sister on stage performing. There's a couple pictures and a couple quick clips on Twitter. You follow my Twitter at twitch.tv/ no, twitter.com/Gearmatic. Isn't it /u/Gearmatic? I don't remember. How far am I? I'm in chapter 2. So yeah, there's some clips up there. Nothing fancy. I was working, so I didn't really want to just fucking like stand there filming him when I was supposed to be working. Yeah, the VOD's on Twitch and my YouTube.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
I believe it came out for consoles too. If you have a proper, I think 360 it came out on, so you might be able to play it on 360 or Xbox One.
Has been updated. Analysis complete.
Hey, what do I extract? A highly skilled soldier. Can I make quiet be quiet? No. You gave it 360? Double check. I think it did.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Anti-ballistics missile engineer. Yes, I can do. This is a side up. It's so much quieter than her radio humming. Why are they all run into camp? What are they gonna do for you? I guess offer more protection, but yeah, it was all right. I wanted to stream yesterday, but I was tired. I'm still tired. I'm fucking tired today too. I also have to sneeze again. Oh boy. I really wanted to. Why? Of course, the fucking dude's going up here. Thank you. I wanted to stream yesterday, but I was too tired. I ended up watching fucking what is it? American Vandal. Season 2 is out. Been good so far. And then the next episode of Better Call Saul.
Detected. The map has been updated.
Nail this shot. You've only seen the second season? You didn't watch the first? I mean, they're not related enough that you need to watch one or the other, but it's still good to see, you know what I mean? Did I even get him in the ass? I like how he fucking went down with exclamation points. Well, one was worth watching too. If you enjoy 2.
Caution. Sandstorm approaching. completed.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Base.
We don't need to go now.
He's coming too. Roger that.
But yeah, that's kind of what I've been up to. Why I didn't stream for, what, 3 days in a row? 4 days in a row? I don't remember. Did I stream Friday?
Extraction arrived at the mother base. You have arrived at your destination.
I don't even remember if I streamed Friday or not.
Marker placed. Marker placed. Marker placed.
Mind
Marker
clearing.
placed.
Let's see. C, B, E, D. Makes sense to me. What is C? Wandering Mother Base. We'll do that. What else? I've been working on some personal projects. You may have seen if you were looking at my Twitter or watching my YouTube uploads or watching. I tried the fucking Twitch uploader to see how that went. I went and made myself a script that I go all the way around here, where I can basically put a VOD in a folder and click one button and it will add an intro, an outro, convert it, upload it to YouTube, and then delete all evidence that it ever existed, well, except for YouTube. That was interesting. I mean, I've done like very super basic Python before, like, you know, print hello world and store a variable, but I haven't done that before, so figuring out how to do all that was a challenge. I kind of think the next logical step is to figure out how to package it and like make it available for people. But I also know that I have no fucking clue how to do that. So rip in peace, I guess, you know. But maybe eventually I'll get done writing the big document I wanted to write and figure out how to share this, and one day. On top of that, I'm working on a new, just a little cheese intro video, just to do something. It would probably become my new channel intro because I don't have one. Right now, if you go to my YouTube channel, the like channel trailer is just some stupid video I made in New Vegas where I dropped thousands of dinosaurs on the floor in the hotel room and made everything go crazy. I don't like mine. Not that I don't like yours, but like, if I make mine, I don't know.
Extraction arrived at mother base.
Yours I put before every video, but I don't think that's a good channel trailer. You know what I mean? That serves its purpose, and we specifically designed it that way, where it's there for a couple seconds and it's gone. I hate nothing more than going to watch a YouTube video and it's like, you know, some intro with like fucking, you know, womp kind of fucking, you know, breakdance or what was it, techno fucking whatever it is, dubstep bumping around, and some intro that's like swinging around and you can't see it, and it fucking like does all this flips and shit for like 45 seconds, and then by that time it's only like a 60-second video, so it's like the video's over. You know what I mean? Like that's the kind of shit that I hate. I abhor intros like that. So my intro's short and sweet, and that's the way I like it. But yeah, if you go look at any VOD, it's on any of the ones that since I started using it. I should have just fucking every time I don't take a vehicle. I know, I recently had to change the way I'm using FFmpeg. Just because of the way I save VODs. It is fine for combining two videos, but when I try and combine 3 videos, the way I was doing it is kind of like, what? Get out of here, don't do this. And it like mutes the audio on certain things, so I kind of changed the way I was using it and how it processed things and all that. So that was a couple, maybe last month, a month and a half ago, but that was something else that I had to do as well. Should have taken Dior's. Yeah, I should just deployed with a fucking vehicle. Speak of the devil.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
I've never used one of these yet.
You're pretty good. You're pretty good. You're pretty good. You're pretty good. You're pretty good.
Not what I wanted to do.
You're pretty good.
You're pretty good.
You're pretty good.
You gotta extract him.
There we go. Problem solved.
You're pretty good. You're pretty good.
You're pretty good. What's going on, Ben? I know what Ben Conlon.
Extraction arrived at the base.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's probably not the same Ben Conlon, but
The map has been updated.
how weird would that be if it was actually the same one?
Buddy has infiltrated our... The map has been updated. You have arrived at your destination.
I hear footsteps. He must be below me.
off base during the attack 9 years ago. Bring him home, boss.
Pretty good. You gotta get him out of here before he fucking drowns. I didn't even think about that.
Side op completed.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Arrived at Mother Base.
Alright, there's that vehicle. Alright, get back out of here. Alright. I got paid for a bunch of jobs I did, so I pretty much have cash to do, nope. To do t-shirt giveaways at least every month, if not more. Really? Does this go up here and I can't? There it is. Nope, that's still the same one. I want to climb up. In fact, hang on, let me see. Let's see, 52 times 20. What? Wow, it's a lot more than I thought it'd be. Yeah, once or twice a month. In theory, so maybe we'll get more t-shirts being given away soon. I'm actively working on stickers too, so maybe we'll get some stickers going. By actively working, I mean I discussed it with somebody once.
The map has been updated.
They're actually pretty far along. It's I just gotta decide on the design, basically. Am I actively working on my character sheet? No. I haven't, no. It's all right. My name's in the title. You can't go on without me. Maybe I'm not so concerned about the math and the nitty-gritty, to be honest. I need to figure out the story. That's what I think. Well, I mean, to be honest, I feel like it should just be called Starfinder. I mean, it's not my game. I'm in it, but it's not my game. Oh, I went the wrong fucking way. God damn it.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
The first thing you thought up? That's all good. I just don't want it to be like, oh yeah, it's Gears game. What do we want to do? You know what I mean? Like,
The map has been updated.
that's weird, guys. Did you see that truck roll through town? Yeah, there's nobody driving it. Don't worry. What's going on, Dipper? How you doing, man? I've been alright. I've been working a lot, man. Oh boy. I can't even remember if I worked last Sunday. Not the one that just passed like 3 days ago, the one before that. And while my car rolls down this hill. Let's see, I worked yesterday, Sunday, worked Saturday, worked all that week. Did not work last Sunday, but I worked no, I didn't work last Saturday? Weird. Did I not work last weekend? I guess not. What did I do last weekend that made me so fucking tired? I was gonna say, it's been forever since I had a weekend off, but no. A week and 3 days ago I did. Rip. Putting it in neutral. So, just so you're aware, modern cars nowadays actually have a thing where if you're going downhill, they will limit the amount of gas that gets into the engine while you coast in gear, and putting your car in neutral will actually make the engine idle at a much higher rate. Fun fact. If you've got an older car, then yes, by all means, put it in neutral. But yeah, more modern cars, you're actually better off leaving it in gear. As much as it doesn't feel as nice, you know, you don't glide quite as nice. You are sacrificing that extra glide for that engine shutdown, or whatever you want to call it. Who drives new cars? I'm not talking like 2019 versions of cars. I'm talking like, you know, 2013, 2012, 2000s.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
You know what I mean? No, I'm not even talking about that. I'm just saying, like, in general, like, your engine RPM at idle is a lot higher than, well, it doesn't even work that way. The amount of gas used at idle is more than going downhill and just like not doing anything. From what I heard, I could be completely fucking wrong. But yes, engine braking is also another good thing to at least know about, and to practice doing is not a bad idea either. See, I don't like this. This seems realistic. I'm slowing down on a downward slope. In before my fucking car gets rammed from behind by another car.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
I don't know if I've seen something hidden outside of town like this, have I? Wow, look how beautiful.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
See, now that I have a little bit of a hardest time believing. I don't think your car shifts by
Enemy
itself.
presence detected.
It shouldn't be
The
fucking
map has
shifting
been
by itself.
updated.
No? I feel like that's how cars get you killed. Oh, I always forget the fucking boxes. Son of a bitch. I could just ride boxes all over the place.
Analysis complete.
Well, yes, I guess. I guess that's true, but I meant shifting into like a low gear, not just you know, normal shift. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong. I don't know fuck all about cars. My fucking pilot just passed 60,000 miles. I almost feel like I should like celebrate his birthday or something, you know? Oh, where the fuck's Quiet? Get out of here, Quiet. What's going on, Space Dog? How you doing, dude?
Buddy has infiltrated and the map has been updated.
Body has infiltrated and the map has been updated.
He's coming too. Roger that.
I'm running out of fucking shots for that, though.
The map has been updated.
No, we got 2 cars.
Caution. Sandstorm approaching.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. He's coming too. Roger that.
What was that noise? That weird noise.
You gotta extract him.
That's what I wanted to fucking avoid.
Analysis complete. Weather will clear shortly.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Это КП, понял. Смотрите в оба. Конец связи.
Sun will rise momentarily.
You gotta extract him.
Это КП, понял. Последующие потери неприемлемы.
I fucking missed the last shot that I had. That was fucking. It gave me the fucking option to hit R.
Subject on board.
No, we're doing side ops right now.
Зоя-1, что случилось? Ответьте, Зоя-1. У нас проблема.
Outpost captured.
He just talking Spanish? Since highest un problema, that's what it sounded like you said. Alright, now where's this
He's
stupid
coming too. Roger that.
this stupid fucking prisoner? I didn't fucking interrogate anybody. I was dumb. I just assumed they'd be in here. I guess maybe they're upstairs. Nope. All right, let's go check another some of the other buildings then. I saw his caption say, "I just want to go home." Yes, you should be able to hear him, but... Oh, the radio also doesn't help. Where in the hell are they? I know, they just disappeared. There they are. They're fucking hiding. I almost blew them up with that grenade.
That's the target.
Cover your shit.
Side ops list updated.
Okay, subject is in.
Arrived at Mother Base.
I can't go coasting past towns in this guy. There's nowhere to duck down, so he won't even let you.
Please select a drop point. Supplies requested.
Drive right through a minefield.
Supply drop complete.
Can I put on a Russian uniform? Personally, I don't have a Russian uniform. I'm guessing you mean in-game. I don't think you can, no. It would be nice if you could, but there's no... As far as I know, there's no option to do that. This is not Hitman, you know? I don't know what this next one is. Probably should have sent quiet ahead, but... Prisoner extract.
Buddy has infiltrated and the map has been updated.
Gonna guess. It's only a guess. That those guys over there are the ones I gotta
Analysis complete.
fucking kill. This mission is not a killing mission, but you know.
The map has been updated. Analysis complete.
Imagine it's a fucking trap. You're like 2 feet from the shade, bro. Just get in the shade. It'd be kind of cool if they set up a trap where they'd be like, oh, the prisoner's up there, but it's not really.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
You know what I mean?
Extraction arrived. Analysis enemy presence detected.
Like a trick.
The map
Oh,
has
this guy
been
has an S ring. Come on, dork.
Analysis enemy presence.
Stay low and crawl along the ground. That should enable you to sneak past enemies.
I think that's everyone in this base. This isn't really a base. It doesn't count as a base. A diplomat.
Analysis complete.
Let's go up these guys. Yeah, I've seen those add everyone's in the fucking server. Not only are people going to lose the ability to do that, but people are going to get removed.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
You have to read from 4:45 to 6:08. Well, you better start reading then, bro. Oh yeah. Yes, but people get upset when you add everyone. Not you in particular, but everyone. When everyone had everyone's. That's why you only do it for things that are important, like
Extraction
me streaming.
arrived at Mother-base. Marker removed.
Yeah, it was in one of the channels on the Discord. Literally just a bear and a bag of chips stabbing.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
No, my car! Don't you fucking dare blow up my car.
Buddy has infiltrated our the map has been updated.
No, my car!
Guard post captured.
Car is safe for now.
The map has been updated.
He's coming too. Roger that. You gotta extract him.
Got him. Look at this. I keep thinking this is a piece of paper on the floor. It's not. It's a hole in the wall. perfectly square hole. My fucking suppressor's done. It'd be nice if you had the option to like quick turn it off or something, but I guess that wouldn't really work in the context of the game, you know?
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Trying to think of anything else that may be new.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Prisoner extract.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Well. I was like, oh, look at that. What's that? And I was walking straight for the fucking thing, of course. This quiet set off mines when she runs past. I guess
Caution.
not.
Sandstorm approaching. Buddy has infiltrated and the map has been updated.
What do you mean, in game or in real life? Did I miss?
The map has been updated.
In game, upgrades. Upgrades.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Extraction failed.
I don't really even have all that much money.
I'm sorry, boss, but the extraction failed. The support unit just isn't skilled enough. If you want to increase the success rate of Fulton extractions in bad weather, you need to improve the support unit.
Unless I'm kidnapping people in real life. What I do on my weekends is my personal business.
Extraction failed. Weather will clear shortly.
Looks like that fall killed him.
He's seeing this in fucking desert weather?
He's coming too. Roger that.
I wanted to fucking surprise this motherfucker.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to watch.
That was totally my fucking fault.
Talk to me! Snake!
That's fucking amateur time here. Goodbye, car. What, did nobody care? They're all just walking around like nothing happened. Damn it.
Buddy
Oh,
has
there goes the fucking
infiltrated
silencer.
and the map has been updated. Marker placed.
I think I gotta find my way.
Caution. Sandstorm approaching.
You run right into a mine this way.
The map has been updated. You have arrived at your destination.
Alright, now we wait. Another car casualty on the road to success.
The weather will clear shortly.
May you be in car heaven and listen to the honks of angels. Would be the only thing I would say. Otherwise, you pretty much have it, yeah. No, all things considering, it's pretty good. You gonna turn around, buddy? There's a prisoner.
That's the target.
Complete.
Is a fucking enemy kneeling in front of him? I really don't want you to get him, do they? Son of a bitch.
Fire!
Does hair get blown off too?
Oh, you! Shut your mouth and look at my wad!
Hey, thank you, Nova. Oh, he's not gonna make it. That's so fucking loud. How you doing, Nova? You doing right?
He's coming too. Roger that.
Bullshit. What was that?
Outpost
Good, nice
captured.
weather finally. Yeah, it's been good today, but I can fucking
Gotta extract him.
smell it in the air. There's gonna be a thunderstorm tonight. It's gonna pour tonight.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Помоги мне! Что? Серьезно?
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty good here. No, they're nice, but you know, like they create havoc. Fucking, I've said this before. Long Island is a fucking big sandbar with the ocean on either side, and they still can't figure out how to drain the fucking sandbar properly. The ocean is literally a few feet away,
You gotta extract him.
and it still floods here.
He's coming too. Roger that.
You had snow? Shit, dude. I guess it could be worse.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Yeah, it's a little early, right? It's only October.
Marker placed.
I want this fucking shit, but I also don't want to get blown up. Man, I gotta go ahead. In before blow up.
You have arrived at your destination.
I didn't see any. As they say in Star Wars, there's always a bigger fish, right?
Extraction arrived at the mother base.
car the third. Not if I keep crashing it. Oh, thank you, Nova. Do you know? Do you code?
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
God, he's not. I'm looking for somebody who knows the point where Python
Enemy presence
and
detected.
compiling
The map has been updated.
and the fucking third-party authentication comes in. Because like the way I have it set up is you need to register
Enemy presence
whatever
detected.
your app is
The
with
map
Google,
has been updated.
which I did. That was easy, you know, but it relies on a credentials JSON file, right?
Analysis
That's the
complete.
target.
Which is fine. That's how it's supposed to be.
Analysis
However,
complete.
I don't want, like, if I send that file to somebody else, they need to have those credentials. Those aren't my YouTube credentials. Those are the app's credentials that says, yes, YouTube will allow somebody to sign in. I did it in Python, but
Analysis complete.
I have a batch file that calls that Python script as well as do some FFmpeg stuff. So it's not just pure Python.
Analysis complete.
And so the way it works is you have a client ID and a client secret, like a code, you know what I mean? And those just live in a JSON file, which fine, no worries. But what I don't know is, like, I don't want to send that to somebody else because if they have that client ID and that client secret, in theory they could make their own app which does whatever the hell they want. That would be under my name, you know?
Analysis complete.
So I know there's a way to compile it where it doesn't need to have that JSON file be public like that, where I can oh, this fucking dude. I just don't know how to actually do that. Because that's part of a series of tasks that I had been wanting to do in order to make a guide for some stuff and blah, 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 XYZ. It would be real nice to be able to share that application and have people use it. And of course, they would authenticate with their own YouTube, Gmail account, whatever they want to use. But my app needs authentication to be able to allow them to authenticate, so they know. So YouTube, so Google knows why they're trying to sign in. You know what I mean? So basically, you register your app so that when somebody uses it and requests permissions, YouTube is like, all right, XYZ requested permission to use
Leave the rest to us.
whoever's account. You know, Gears script requested permission to use Little Timmy's account to upload to Little Timmy's YouTube account. All those things, anyone else who uses it, I don't get to see that. I just have that initial credentials saying that yes, I'm responsible for this app.
Roger that.
5, 6, and 7 are right there. Where's 8? We're missing one dude somewhere. Oh, he's right here.
Analysis complete.
All right, Sarah, good night, man. Yeah, I'm kind of learning as I go. I mean, a lot of it is, you know, following somebody else's instructions. Which is what it is. What it is, you know. I'm not gonna say that I'm a fucking, you know. I magic this Python script out of nowhere, you know. I'm not gonna say that. I definitely followed somebody else's instructions, but some of it's mine. Like all the FFmpeg stuff I taught myself.
You got to extract him.
Is he a rocket launcher? Damn it, we both hit his fucking helmet. I'm asking questions to implement my own stuff. Yeah, more or less. I mean,
He's coming too. Roger that.
a lot of it's trial and error and all this stuff, and it's just like I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Or like another thing I had problems
You have
with
arrived
is
at your destination.
I wanted to be able to you can name the video as it uploads. You can name the file to upload, obviously. You can add tags. You can add a description and all that. What's going on, Chobi? And the description I wanted to have had line breaks in it. And if you know fucking... this is here too? Oh yeah, I guess so. If you know the command prompt, you can't have line breaks, you know? So that was an interesting thing I had to figure out how to overcome. Yeah, so that's what I ended up doing, H-Man, is I used the line break function in Python, except I couldn't define that within Python the way it was done because I guess I could have, but it was looking to have an external one. So what I ended up doing is I made the default what I wanted it to be, and now if I ever need to do something else, I could just interrupt the default. So the default is this big long fucking my usual YouTube description, and then if I do anything else, it breaks it.
Enemy presence detected.
But yes, I could have done that all in Python, but I didn't want to. I wanted to have the name be named the same file, and I don't really understand the way Python does it. You have to do like some kind of directory thing to scan the directory and store all the names of files and then recall certain things. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know Python at all, so you can help me with that. Well, like I said, as of now, it's where I want it to be. What I need is figure out how to package it, and it has some dependencies like YouTube's API. I'm sorry, Google's API and OAuth, the ability to do OAuth stuff. So I had to get those packages. I don't know if that's the right word, but those extras and install it, and it would be nice to be able to package that with it. You know, stuff like that. I need to figure out. Damn it, it's always past this fucking place here.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
So yeah, Adrian, if you know about packaging Python scripts and all that, then we can talk.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Ideally, what I would do is, well, see, no, I don't want to do that. Right now, it's very much tailored towards me. So the batch file runs some FFmpeg. Yeah, I'm gonna do the box teleport as soon as I get to that place. That batch file runs some FFmpeg commands as well. So like it adds, like I said, it adds the intro, it adds the outro, and it saves it as a new video. It deletes the original video. Damn it, you ran right into me. It also, after upload, cleans everything up, so everything's back to the original, and it does quite a few things. So it's a little tailored more towards what I need. But so when I package it up, I may not do that, or I may include it. I don't know. But that means people would need FFmpeg and.
Caution. Sandstorm approaching. Please select a delivery point.
This doesn't really help all that much. I'll still be right in the middle of a place.
The map has been updated.
Don't mind me, I'm just a bot.
Clouds approaching.
Not my glasses. Can you not get out this side? Oh shit, this is the entrance side, isn't it? Alright, what is this now? Mine cleaning? Fucking mine cleaning. Excuse me. Gotta get some iced tea. I actually went to ShopRite specifically to buy iced tea today.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. You have arrived. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Yeah, you can put posters in the box, yeah. I mean, I have a woodland camo on mine, but... Half and half? What the hell are you using half and half for? Coffee? I've never played MapleStory. Half lemonade, half iced tea. Lemon half and half, like the dairy half and half. I don't even know what MapleStory is about.
Side ops list updated.
I like how my mines are full, so I just drop them on the floor. Classic Metal Gear.
Guard post captured. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
It's an MMO. I heard they're doing MapleStory 2 now, right?
Analysis
I know that
complete.
much. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
And then there's 2.0 hospital, 2-point hospital,
Analysis complete.
2-point hospital.
He's coming too.
Never played the first one. Yes, this is Death Stranding. There's Hideki
Extract him.
Matsui who made the game. Alright, Russian, have a good night, dude.
Please select a landing zone. Support helicopter
Roger.
requested.
How is Kojima so cool? I don't know. Maybe he's only cool because everyone thinks he is.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Did I not have a car? I could have sworn I had a car. Hmm. Somebody find my car and take it?
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by.
Support helicopter has arrived. Support helicopter has arrived. Extraction arrived at motorbase.
Who are you fighting with, dude?
Enemy presence detected. Map has been updated.
Please move, maybe?
Enemy presence detected. Map has been updated.
That's like the most of that song we've heard in this game so far. Hang on, I want to see if I have the song downloaded. All right, we're gonna get something good. My computer, Steam Library, Steam Apps, Common, Metal Gear Solid, Phantom Veins, Custom Soundtrack. Hang on a sec. I almost saved it as a really shitty quality MP3. Oops. Computer, Steam Library, Steam Apps, Common, Metal Gear Solid. Oh, not Meeple Station. No, get out of here. Hey, thanks for following, dude. Metal Gear Solid. Soundtrack. Okay. Which Fortnite thing? Kids dancing?
Side ops
Boss,
list.
about that AI pod you retrieved from Emmerich's research facility. Guess what we found inside? A corpse. Human. The pod maintained a low internal temperature the whole time, and very little outside air got in. That would have slowed down decomposition. Still,
Which
the
dance?
remains were mostly skeletal. Estimated time of death is between 6 months and a year ago. We put the screws to Huey about it. Listen to the tape. Turns out it was the body of someone we knew very well.
Everything about Fortnite? Fortnite has its interesting things. I think the gameplay gets interesting, but I think the whole like lore and all the dancing stuff is just kind of like, eh. What, the Floss or Orange Justice, or there's a whole bunch of them.
Fine. Yes, Strangelove was doing AI research in that lab. Why hide that until now? Why? Okay, so what? I wasn't working alone. You've got to understand. You do understand, right? I didn't want to drag her into this. It's my load to bear, alone.
So you didn't create the AI intended to drive Sahelanthropus. It was Strangelove.
Skullface was never in favor of AI control. So naturally they argued. Strangelove, she got him angry and he killed her.
How? You didn't see it? So you found her inside that pod after the fact. And you just left her body to rot in there. Or perhaps you put her in there afterward.
I asked him not to take her away from me.
So she was killed by Skullface, but you asked nicely, and he put her body in the AI pod for you?
That's right.
Pathetic. You know, we have another idea. That you killed her.
What, me? Oh, I couldn't kill her.
You killed her and locked her body in the pod.
I wouldn't. Don't treat
Yeah,
me
that's my
like
first
one
Metal
of
Gear.
you. I can't just kill anyone whenever I feel like it. I'm a normal human being.
Oh, I see. So you just shut her inside and waited for her to die.
I would never do that.
What, you mean she killed herself?
Yes. She climbed inside that pod and shut the door. It can't be opened from the outside. It was suicide. Suicide, I said. She killed herself. She got in when I wasn't looking and suffocated. She'd often try to do things like that. By the time I realized and opened the door, she wasn't breathing. I got scared and shut the pod again. I couldn't bring myself to open it back up. That's right. Me? Kill her? What is wrong with you?
I see. Just tell me one more thing.
Haven't you gotten enough today?
Okay, I see it's a painful memory. You don't have to answer, just listen to the question. You see, we examined her remains. She had a scar on her lower abdomen, a surgical scar. It had been stitched up and had fully healed, meaning it was long before her death. She had a child, didn't she? Your child. Where's the kid?
How should I know?
So there is a child.
I've never seen his face.
What do you take us for?
They took it all. Even my child. I didn't even know he'd been born. I lost everything.
How old would he be?
It's 4 years since then.
And you know it's a boy.
Strangelove said so.
And his name?
We called him Hal, even though I never saw his face.
I missed who they said it was.
Yes, Strangelove was doing AI research in that lab.
Why hide that until now?
Why? Okay, so what? I wasn't working alone. You've got to understand. You do understand, right? I didn't want to drag her into this. It's my load to bear, alone.
So you didn't create the AI intended to drive Sahelanthropus. It was Strangelove.
Skullface was never in favor of AI control. So naturally they argued. Strangelove, she
Oh, it was
got
Strangelove.
him angry and he killed her.
How? You didn't see it?
Gotcha. Yeah, I went into this more looking for a good game to play rather than, you know, going in for story. I heard that the story was kind of, and I've been enjoying the gameplay. The story is interesting, but, yeah, I think that I do intend to play the other ones. I just don't know when. You know what I mean? I got plenty of time.
Please specify a project.
And even more games.
Please specify a project.
Who am I kidding? I have no time at all. sleep mines. Alright, Faye, I'll be here.
Please select a mission.
You know what?
Please select
We can go
a landing
visit.
zone. Heading to Mother Base.
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's a reason why people like the series so much. I just my blind comes in not having some of the older consoles, which I know they re-released pretty much everything by now, and two, sometimes I don't have patience for older games, unfortunately. Too spoiled by the new ones.
Hey.
Eyes on Kazuhira.
A message from the parasites.
Peace Walker's the one that was before this one, yes? I need to restart to change the music. PSP game, they got an HD release on the Xbox. Gotcha.
Please select a delivery point.
Oh no, I added a new song actually that I want to change it to. In fact, if this just saves right there, maybe I'll just do that real quick. Do 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 do. Ba 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 ba. Ba da ba ba ba. I'm actually gonna mute the game so it's a surprise. But the game actually has to load first before I can do that. You love surprises? Well, hold on to your seat. Cassette tapes. Oops. Let's see if it takes the metadata or the title. Ah, it took the title. All right, let me get out of this. Let me bring the audio back. It's 3, then Peace Walker, then Ground Zeroes. I didn't play Ground Zeroes either. Was that bundled with this? I keep seeing something about it, but I've never actually played it. was a
Please
DLC or.
select a delivery point.
I don't know. I'm not ruling it out, but do you know how many games there are in the world? old 360 and lower games are kind of. Not that they're lower priority, but they're not. I'm not sitting here being like, oh, you know what I should do? Let's go back and play all those games, you know? Like a demo and was released like a game. My mother just sent me a text. Let's see. State of New York. Department of Civil Service. Oops. Jury duty? Department of Civil Service. Actually didn't notice me standing there.
What is it, Snake?
In 2 hours of gameplay? Huh.
One of the group birthday parties. They are something to look forward to every month. Miller was so funny at this one.
Miller.
When is the party this month? Last month was... I cannot remember. It was... And then No, that is not right. But I am an angel of peace. I am a student. My head, it hurts.
And then she died. Rip in peace. It's one way to mute the music. Come on, let's get out of here.
Please select a delivery point.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Fallout's starting in, what, 28 days? The beta is, anyway. I'm assuming they're going to run the beta right up to the real release, but who knows? Yeah, the date was announced, end of October. Like the last day of October. Unless you have a PS2, then it's a week before that? Something like that. I don't remember exactly. Alright, you guys ready?
Please landing zone.
Roger.
This is Pequot. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is Pequot. On station at LZ.
This is perfect. It's quiet as fuck. It's perfect. I don't know why it's so quiet. Damn. Did he do it? I didn't watch him play this, so. That's fine. All right. I'm leaning on my keyboard. Is that it for Mother Base soldiers? Only 7 of them? Wandering puppets.
Please select a landing zone. Heading to Afghanistan.
It's 700 coins. Holy shit.
Deploying.
That's a lot of coins. You need lethal? Oh no. Hey, thanks for following me. Maybe I could just stay in the helicopter and shoot him.
Be careful down there, boss.
Well, we can go in and get killed. No worries.
Buddy has infiltrated and the map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Of course. This game knows this base is my weakness. Sorry, I just really shouldn't have me on a mouthwash stream.
The map has been updated.
What if I just fucking get into this thing and blast them away?
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
He hears it, and then can't open the door? I don't know. Kept you waiting, huh? Kept you waiting, huh?
You have arrived at your destination.
You're pretty good.
Fuck off, game.
You're pretty good. 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 He's coming too. Roger that. You're pretty good. Kept you waiting, huh? 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 Kept you waiting, huh? You're pretty good. Kept you waiting, huh? Kept you waiting, huh? You're pretty good. Kept you waiting, huh? Kept you waiting, huh? You're pretty good. Kept you waiting, huh? Kept you waiting, huh? You're pretty good. Kept you waiting, huh? Kept you waiting, huh? You're pretty good. Kept you waiting, huh? Kept you waiting, huh? You're pretty good. Kept you waiting, huh? You're pretty good. Kept you waiting, huh? Kept you waiting, huh? You're pretty good. Kept you waiting, huh? You're pretty good. Kept you waiting, huh? You're pretty good. Kept you waiting, huh? Kept you waiting, huh? Pretty good. Kept you waiting, huh? You're pretty good. Kept you waiting.
That's not a door.
You're pretty good. Kept you waiting, huh? Kept you waiting, huh?
Kept you waiting, huh?
You're pretty good. Kept you waiting, huh? Pretty good.
I wonder if you had enough money just to keep restocking those, how many of those you could fit in an area. You know what I mean?
Pretty good. Kept you waiting, huh? Kept you waiting, huh? Kept you waiting, huh? You're pretty good. Kept you waiting, huh? Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. Kept you
Kept you waiting, huh?
You gonna extract him?
Development project has been added.
Wait, how many more are there?
That's the target.
It was a specific one of these guys? Give me a fucking break, dude. I've never seen Venture Bros.
He's coming too. Roger that.
It's 5 out of 7. I guess this is 6 out of 7.
You gonna extract him?
And hopefully 7 out of 7.
Side ops list updated.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Extraction arrived
Usually there's a
at
vehicle in here.
Motherbase. Please select a landing zone.
This fucking "you're pretty good" echoes across the land. You're pretty good. Oh, he's a vehicle. I just find somewhere with a box. I can just get out of here. I'm gonna say it's not happening.
Enemy, please select a landing zone. The map support helicopter requested.
Alright, let's go do some story stuff. It'd be perfect. It was just a bit louder.
Gaining altitude.
Needs to be louder, bass boosted TM.
Departing.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Let's see. Effect. Normalize it. Let's see. It's not really all that much louder. Compression. Give it a little the old compressive force here. Oh. Let me see if I can do this on the fly. I have no idea if I could do it. File. Export. That's an MP3 file. All right, it's saving over it. I don't know if the game will grab it next time, but it's saved over it. Oh boy. Ooh. All right, let's do a mission.
Please select a mission.
Substance Extreme, Cursed Legacy, Total Stealth, and Extreme. It wasn't jury duty.
Boss, information warfare is more than just intel gathering. It also means disrupting enemy communications. Your mission is to punch a hole in the comms network between the Soviet outposts. That'll cut off their means to call in reinforcements. Technically, we were given this mission by a Western-backed Arab organization supporting the guerrillas. But it'll also give us a leg up in the future. Take a look at the location of the Eastern Communications Post on your iDroid. Head there and destroy its comms equipment. He who controls information controls operations. Just look at Cypher. Good luck, boss.
Mission accepted.
This one has some special caveats. Weird. Alright. Well, see what happens. And we'll see if it grabs that new file or not, or if I have to restart. I may need to restart. I don't know how this game operates. It may just store it in RAM somewhere. Which would be weird that it would hold on to it for that long, but maybe it holds on to it whenever you're in the helicopter, or who knows.
Boss, you need to disable the Soviets' reinforcement system by putting a hole in their base-to-base comms network. Head for the Eastern Communications Post and destroy its comms equipment. First, use the binoculars to locate the communications equipment at the facility.
It's a little bit louder, not really. All weapons and items in on-site procurement, chicken hat reflex modes, apply drops, buddy deployment, support helicopter attacks, and support strikes unavailable. Alright, so it's me, myself, and I, it sounds like. Which on one hand, oh, it's pretty cool. On the other hand, it's like, well, fucking... My eyes are removed. Where's quiet? Yeah, this will be interesting.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Analysis complete.
Is it even the right guy? All right. Oh, you get nothing. Oh. Oh. I didn't realize that on-site procurement meant that. Okay. Okay. Oh no.
Analysis complete. Outpost captured. Clouds approaching.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Oh shit. I better take this, otherwise I'm not getting anything later. Yeah, I don't know. I thought I had him. Must have been walking too loud for him. Yeah, reflex mode is off too. That's another important thing to remember.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Oh boy, what did I get myself into? I should have just done the fucking next story mission instead of a challenge mission.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Extraction arrived at Mother Base. You have arrived at your destination.
You made it.
Marker placed.
First, use the binoculars to locate the communications equipment at the facility.
How about first I used it to find all the fucking people here?
Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
The snake's ankle breaking.
Analysis complete.
It's a heavy machine gun. Packs far more power than any rifle. You can either use it yourself or destroy it. Either way, best keep in mind some way to deal with it.
Analysis complete. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Where are your friends? Spit it out. Speak.
You gotta extract him.
The map has been
That antenna
updated.
is one of the targets. There should be more. Keep looking.
The map has been
That's another
updated.
one of the targets. Do you see any more? That looks like the target.
Position info
We know where
has
all
been
the antennas are now. Take out all three of them. How you do it is your call.
Sun will rise momentarily. Development complete. Development complete. Development complete.
Всем боевым группам, это КП. Мы вступили в фазу с противником. Все боевые единицы приготовиться к бою.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Подавляющий минометный огонь по противнику. Прием. Это Зоя-1! Вас понял! Подготовка к минометному огню!
What the hell are they shooting? Imagine they hit one of the birds.
Потерял противника. Ищу в последней точке соприкосновения. Прием. Это КП. Понял. Будьте очень внимательны. Реагируйте на каждое движение. Конец связи.
I'd laugh.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
КП-23. Противник скрылся из виду. Начинаю поиск. Прием. Это КП. Понял. Обыщите каждый угол. Они где-то здесь. Конец связи. Стоп. Это КП. По нам велся огонь. Открыли огонь в ответ. Мы потеряли врага. Враг может все еще прятаться поблизости. Соблюдайте осторожность. Прием.
Damn, where are these guys hiding?
Complete. Analysis complete.
Oh, I should have left the fucking Claymore over there. Or C4. Not that that's stealthy by any means, but...
A Soviet soldier. A lot of them came from Central Asia before, but lately they've been using more and more Russians. Simple, really. There's less hesitation to pull the trigger if they're not fighting their own race. Morbid cynicism, but it gets results. That's humanity for you.
While they're distracted, I should have gotten around the back. I don't even have like a rock to throw or a magazine. I don't even have magazines to throw. No magazine clips. What that did do is actually let me see where everyone is though. Now I have eyes on almost everyone, if not everyone. You know what I realized? I was gonna go in here and put C4 down. I don't have any C4. Damn, I really don't have anything good to do. Ooh, I never saw that guy.
Analysis complete.
Is it the same guy who came back?
A truck. The back. It's empty.
A truck. Well, back. was hoping only one person would see me, but you know what they say. Two's a crowd. Aha.
Weather will clear shortly.
Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I put my controller down and it hit the space bar.
Это просто мое воображение. Ничего нет.
He fucking hurtled back though. Holy shit. You guys can hang out and get like killed for a second if you want, you know? Probably also doesn't help sneaking in the daylight, but sounds like a rock and roll song, Sneaking in the Daylight. Like smoking in the boys' room, but son of a bitch, I'm dead. No fucking way. What a dumbass.
Snake, talk to me! Snake!
All you have is $100 bills. The freaking lunch lady the other day asked if I had change. I guess she needed change. She was like, I need small bills. Do you have anything? So I was trying to pay by card. And I looked at my wallet and I had like $1,200 bills and nothing else.
Its location is on your iDroid.
It's like, I got nothing for you, lady. I'm gonna go for the other mission that's not this mission. Yes, I was packing fucking rent money. It wasn't staying in my pocket long.
Please select a mission.
Cursed Legacy.
Boss, research materials have been stolen from Code Talker's mansion. The materials were packed into 2 containers and hidden in the jungle southwest of the mansion. You have to recover those containers. The pickup crew coming for those documents is none other than XOF. That's right. They're still active, even after Skullface's death. Now that he's no longer in charge, their original chain of command has been restored. Meaning if XOF gets those documents, Code Talker's research ends up in Cypher's hands. According to Code Talker, the research papers stored in that mansion account for over 50 years of study. The problem is the vocal cord parasites. If the papers documenting that research fall into Cypher's hands, they'll take another long, hard look at them. The ethnic cleansers we thought were history will become a reality. America, Zero, will have a weapon far more powerful than any nuke. Even worse, if this knowledge were to leak, the world, humanity, can't be entrusted with this kind of power. Recover the containers before the enemy extraction choppers arrive.
Mission accepted. Heading to Central Africa.
I'm sure this is not gonna be fun.
Deploying.
Fucking timed missions, my ass. It's not strolling around money. It depends on who you are, where you're going.
Boss, Code Talker's research has been stolen. The research materials have been packed into 2 containers and hidden in the jungle southwest of the mansion. Enemy extraction choppers will be there any minute. You have to find and retrieve those containers before they arrive. That area is being guarded by zero-risk security, and their client is XOF. If the choppers make off with the containers, that research will end up in Cypher's hands. That cannot be allowed to happen.
Why did I drop over here if it's over there?
We need a cargo-capable Fulton extraction device to recover the containers. Use your iDroid to order its development and have it dropped in.
Be careful down there, boss.
Please specify a project. The map has been updated.
Do I already have that? What I need? Yeah, cargo +2. I have it. Plus children.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Buddy has infiltrated our... The map has been updated. Clouds approaching. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
I don't think you can get through here. No. Of course not. Snake rolls around with tons of money on him. Look at that.
The map has been updated. You have arrived at your destination.
Alle eenheden, speciale waarschuwing. Verdedig your position. Uit.
Boss, looks like they're stepping up security around the target. Watch yourself.
Marker placed.
Damn.
visibility in the jungle isn't great. Watch out. You could run into the enemy at any time.
Analysis complete.
Feel the roots,
Analysis complete.
the branches. Become one with the forest. The forest is aware of the enemy's noise. You must be too.
Wax on, wax off.
Guard,
Analysis
they
complete.
must know where the containers are. If you can just squeeze it out of them.
The map has been updated.
Looks like a container to me.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Snake, talk to me! Snake! Snake!
I feel like I've died to falling on by accident.
Your targets are 2 containers. Locate and extract them both.
More times than I've actually deserved to die. No?
Enemy presence detected. The map has been. You have arrived at your destination.
Alle Uniere, speciale waarschuwing. Verdedig your position. Uit.
Boss, looks like they're stepping up security around the targets. Watch yourself.
Say they go around that way, but I guess not. Weird how they don't detect that, but then if we have quiet, hit them with one shot, they're like, sniper!
Our early warning radar still hasn't picked up the enemy choppers. But it's only a matter of time before they arrive. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. 2. Roger that. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. Visibility of the jungle isn't great. Watch out. You could run into the enemy at any time.
Feel the roots. The branches. Become one with the forest.
Guards, they must know where the containers are. If you can just squeeze it out of them.
Analysis complete.
Not jumping.
Extract him.
No dice. I didn't think they'd climb that fucking face there. Oh well. Shit. Oh, they walk up the road.
presence detected. The map has been updated.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Теперь Delta 6. Информация сверху подойдет бомбу. Откликнулся до антенны. Onderzoek. Word. Er is CFD begrijp. Bescherm securiteit en vind die indringer. Uit.
Roger that.
Oh, I should have fucking. Should have interrogated him.
You gotta extract him. Target extraction confirmed. That leaves one target to go. Take care of the next one. Boss, our early warning radar just picked up the enemy choppers. We'll keep you informed of their ETA. Hurry up and extract the target.
It's gotta be over here.
You can't go firing on the XOF choppers. If we attack XOF now, it'll be a declaration of war against Cypher itself. That time will come, but it's not now.
What? What's up? You're on to me? What do you mean you're on to me?
Analysis complete. The map has been updated.
You know what I said? That's interesting because I don't even know what I fucking said.
Marker placed.
By the time the chopper comes down,
Extraction arrived
and
at the base.
it attracts everyone's attention and all that bullshit.
No sign of the enemy. Mission complete, boss.
What? No, I didn't say that.
Mission complete. Great work.
Fucking go get a clip. If I said it, it wasn't conscious. No reflex, no retries. Perfect stealth. Ugh. Can always go back and clip it, but no, I'm pretty sure I meant to say something else if that is what indeed what I said, but
Boss, we got Code Talker's research materials back in one piece. The medical team has them under lock and key in the quarantine facility. The materials should help their research into the vocal cord parasites. Cypher won't be getting their hands on them now.
How far back does it go? You can go. You can't hit the clip button. You'll have to watch the VOD and then clip it. More hamburger tapes? Oh God.
Side ops
Boss,
list.
I've updated the mission list. We've received some new job offers.
Why am I not back on? Oh, because
Details
I
are on
didn't
your iDroid.
exfiltrate that one.
Boss, some of the kids we've been keeping here have escaped. We don't know why they ran off, but it may have something to do with Ralph's death. The intel team's looking for them as we speak. I'll add information to your side ops list as it comes in. You need to locate and secure those kids. I'll try to find out what happened.
Please select a support helicopter.
Roger.
Pick me up, buddy. Let's close into some tapes, and then that'll be it, I think, for today. First off, I got some videos I have to watch by Thursday. I have to finish American Vandal Season 2, which isn't too bad, but I have to watch a whole different series as well, so I got a lot of stuff to watch. And B, I got some personal projects I've been dying to do, and I've been just so busy that I haven't gotten to do them yet, so we'll get on this helicopter, we'll play some tapes, and then I'll probably be done. I gotta look into something to eat as well, maybe. I don't know. Cold, too. Turn on the air conditioning, maybe.
Arriving shortly at LZ.
The problem is I turn down the air conditioning, and then later I'm like burning hot, and it never gets warm or cold again. I can make my character, yeah.
Boss, we gave Ralph, that kid who died in the accident, a burial at sea. The man in charge of that facility has been severely punished. But ever since, the kids have been acting strange. It's obvious they've lost their trust in adults. I was getting reports of them ignoring the staff, or getting insolent, and even violent. And a few days later, several of the kids did a disappearing act. They snuck into choppers and shipping containers and got off base. Why? Your guess is as good as mine. These kids were born in a war zone and forced to grow up as war fighters. If they're left alone, war is how they'll die. But I thought we showed them there are other reasons to live. I never liked having children on Mother Base. But the thought of them going back to the battlefield and picking up their old lifestyle is something I can't stomach. It makes me think of Chico, 9 years ago. We have to get those kids back. Hell, they know too much about our operation. I never expected even the kids to betray us.
Ya'at-e. You disappoint me. Have you forgotten my face?
Leave me be.
You won't respond to anyone else, so I figured it must be me you wanted to see. But now you won't even look at me.
Have I not suffered enough?
Not until you've eased my suffering first. To tell you the truth, old man, I'm in a bit of a bind. It's about your children. You know what I mean? The parasites. The ones that infect a man's throat, killing him if he speaks their language.
They must not be allowed to multiply.
You are allowed to live only in order to help me. But you don't want to, do you? So why not choose death instead? Because you want to protect the Diné and their land from me. That's your purpose, isn't it? Don't lose sight of that now. It's in your interest to cooperate. Because if you don't...
Madness.
The parasites can't detect your people's tongue. So I'll just have to resort to more heavy-handed means. I have the greatest respect for your people. I would rather avoid such a thing, but... we don't always get our way. I was born a tiny mote in a mighty tempest. And until those winds abate, all I can choose is how to act when they blow me this way or that. Tell me, Code Talker, what happens to a man infected with a pair of your parasites? Can they be removed? Can the full-blown symptoms be prevented?
It is impossible to remove the parasites alone. They have too close an affinity with humans.
Then how do you stop the symptoms from developing? All right. I was hoping for an answer now, but perhaps you just need a little more time. I'll be back soon. I've set up shop, not far from here. We'll be seeing a lot more of each other.
If you're close by, then it is almost complete.
We're in the final phases. All that's left is to see if I can actually disable a nuke, with the help of your metallic archaea. Once that's done, I won't have to return here again, and your suffering will end, as will your people's. We're almost finished, Code Talker. Each in our own way.
My only regret will be not finishing you.
There's nothing stopping you. I'm only alive because you want me that way.
Ridiculous.
As you wish. My regret is this misunderstanding between us. You and I, our goal is the same. We should be working together. A symbiosis.
You do not know my mind. I simply want the Diné bloodline to endure.
Really now? You're just another mote in the storm. How you react to all the slings and arrows, that's what counts. That's why you call those squirming monsters your children.
What I have done is forbidden. Forgive me, all of you.
The world should be left the way it is. You of all men should know that. Forgive me, but my schedule has changed.
10 minutes. Wow.
The time for grace and good manners has now run out.
Please. Torture will not work on me. Surely you know this.
Oh, I have no intention of getting rough with you. You haven't been beaten. Your hands aren't even tied. Just like me, you live in symbiosis with countless parasites. What wounds I might inflict, they'll patch right up. You might feel considerable pain, but I've no doubt you can withstand it.
Then what do you plan on doing?
I have a soldier standing outside. Nothing special about him, except that he always obeys. I have given him one instruction. Whenever I ring this bell, he passes on a message for me. That message is simply, go.
What is this?
After that, though, it gets complicated. The message will arrive at a room, a little bigger than this one, nothing special. Some of your people are in this room, surrounded by my men.
Enough of this.
They pick them at random. No regard for age, gender. In that, I suppose, they're different from you. Not as discriminating. They tied them up, one by one, blindfolded them. We had to maintain order, you understand?
You bastard.
Go. When they hear that, my men will pick one of your people and infect them with a parasite. Your parasite.
It won't work on my people.
True. The vocal cord parasite doesn't respond to your language. But what about English?
An English strain. It exists.
A ring of this bell, and they infect one person. If that person abandons the Navajo language, the English strain will trigger symptoms.
You monster.
So, it's quite simple. Every time I ring the bell, another of your people is infected.
Don't do this.
I don't want to do this. I'd rather not have to ring the bell, which is why I'm hoping you will talk to me.
What do you want? What else could you possibly want?
You know the answer to that. How to prevent the symptoms caused by the parasite.
You cannot control it like some slave. Forget the idea.
Forget it? Unlikely.
I will never tell you. What have you done?
You made me do that.
You black-hearted...
Settle down.
Don't use it again.
Well, that is up to you. All you need to do is tell me what I want. How to prevent the vocal cord parasite symptoms.
Why? Why do you need to know?
The adult soldiers at Hmantheawsome are all dead.
What?
The parasite traveled downstream.
How?
It would appear that he was involved. Another demon who woke up from 9 years of slumber. As a result, the vocal cord parasite spread through the village.
I told you this would happen.
It was an unfortunate accident. He is becoming an annoyance. He may stumble upon the truth sooner or later, but I suppose that is really of no consequence. One day, he too will pay for what he has done.
Black Anna. The real demon is you.
You know, this incident made me realize something. You are right. I should have acted with more humility. These creatures cannot be controlled. All the more reason I require a means to stop them.
There is no such way.
Oh, really?
Wait! Don't ring it again.
It is up to you. Out with it!
I see now. There must be more to it than that.
What?
They are in you. You use this land to breed more of my children. And not just here. No. In pursuit of your ethnic cleansers, you sifted through many language strains, finding hosts, breeding more and more. You would have been infected in the process. Infected with countless strains. Most likely your mother tongues as well. Romania, Northern Transylvania. You found that one too. Yes, the Hungarian strain that responds to the CK's dialect.
Silence!
Black Anna. It is you who shall pay.
Is this your retaliation, old man?
Let my people go and never bother them again. You heard me. What now? What? No! What are you doing?
I am not afraid. I probably have every language strain inside of me. Meaning all the world's languages are already lost to me. But that suits me fine. If need be, I myself can produce whatever strain is needed.
And that means nothing to you. If you are infected, you can never again speak your mother tongue. Otherwise, you will die. As will every one of your countrymen.
A few words here and there won't trigger the symptoms. And besides, the time is not yet right to show this face in my homeland. Not until my revenge is complete. Now...
Stop!
We're out of time. I have to get going. Well...
No! Radiation. It's radiation.
Radiation, of course. So it can be used.
But how much? I do not know.
Radiation denatures their reproductive cells, preventing them from mating.
Same principle as the sterilization technique. The reproductive cells are more sensitive to radiation than the rest of the body. But I have not tested it. There is no telling what mutation could result, or how the host may be affected. Not to mention what could happen if this is done post-infection.
I don't care. This plan goes into action now. As long as it works, the details can wait. You wouldn't be lying to me, of course, old man.
I can guarantee nothing.
I owe you my life. My body has been burned on countless occasions, but it survives, thanks to your children. That is why I trust you.
Then do not repeat my mistake.
What's that?
In the West, it is said that the Word became flesh and dwelt among us. In the East, it is said the man of flesh brings spiritual power to words. The people knew back then that these creatures carry the gospel. They do not belong in our hands. They must not be touched.
How enlightening. I'll remember that. Consider this my thanks.
What are you?
Catch.
No!
Oh no! Oh no! That's not what I meant to do.
Forgive me.
I fucked it up. No!
Now. As long as it works, you wouldn't be...
No!
How enlightening. I'll remember that. Consider this my thanks.
What are you?
Catch.
No!
What's this? Not a bouncy ball? bell on
I'm
it?
afraid it really is goodbye this time, Code Talker.
There is no soldier.
Huh. Now where did he run off to?
Huh?
Guess he wasn't as obedient as I thought.
There never was any soldier.
So long.
You! How dare you!
I hope you brought a better hamburger this time, Kazuhira.
Right. Well,
The last one was lacking in every way. The patty was too thin, the bun too dry, and the lettuce days old at best.
hey, that was 100% all beef patty, and no shortening in the bun either.
Nature's blessings, unadulterated, in hamburger form. Is that it? But when taste falls short, so does our gratitude to nature. Making such precious blessings unpalatable is sacrilege.
I hate to admit it, but I think you're right. I should have known better than to settle for second best. That's why I had him run some more R&D, develop a new burger. In fact, one of our researchers just dropped by with the latest results. Here it is. See how you like this?
We shall see indeed. I thank you for this bounty, Mother Earth.
So, what's the verdict?
Not bad.
And?
But it does not hold a candle to what I ate back home.
Everyone's a critic. Damn it. I'm sure the Kobe beef... But maybe we didn't have enough. If we had any more, we're cutting into our profits.
Profits?
We'll be taking a loss on every unit.
What are you talking about?
Huh? Oh, anyway, I'll be back with another round of product.
I will be waiting. Did you say product? I have no doubt Skullface's plan is almost complete. At that point, I will no longer be of use to him. I must leave behind this record at least. A record of how the ancient vocal cord parasites became these abominable ethnic cleansing parasites. I believe he has two purposes for the ethnic cleansing parasites. The first, as their name suggests, is ethnic cleansing. This conflict between East and West that envelops the world will not last much longer. Once the Cold War ends, and the weight of America and the Soviet Union is lifted away, the ethnic conflicts they kept suppressed will all rise to the surface. It is not difficult to imagine that the radical sides will begin cleansing their adversaries. But what if an ethnic cleansing parasite matching the language of the aggressors were to be unleashed? The aggressors would be washed off the earth. At the very least, the idea that retaliation could eradicate your people would prove a powerful deterrent. The second purpose is the Englishization of the world. To cipher the organization, this is probably their main use. Man thinks in words, or rather, words are man's very means of thinking. If you erase a word representing some concept, the concept itself disappears from the world. Nishone.
means beautiful in Navajo. But the image that comes to mind when we say Nishone differs from the Blagana's beautiful. An azure sky, a rolling landscape, lush greenery. The meaning we place in Nishone has its roots in Dene culture. If we lose the word Nishone, the images of our beautiful homeland would be washed away into oblivion along with it, just as Orwell indicated years ago. Cypher, being based in America, is pushing Englishization for this very reason. Suppose all 5 billion people on this planet come to read, speak, and think in English. Their wills could also be streamlined under English. Cypher's control would be all the easier. Economic governance would progress in leaps and bounds. The ethnic cleansing parasites would be a great aid in accomplishing this goal. There is no need to destroy every language besides English. All they need to do is weaken other dominant languages competing with it. Russian, Chinese, Arabic. If people know they risk their lives speaking such languages, they will flock to the lingua franca that is English. Cypher need not even focus attention on smaller languages. After all, they are already being eaten away by English. Business, education, film, commodities. English has permeated every area of global society. I can see this when I look at young Dene. Some of them have already lost their grasp of the Navajo language. It is said that over 2,000 languages of the world are facing extinction. This very moment, cultural concepts and forms of expression are disappearing forever. The spread of electronic networks gives greater meaning to Englishization. Networks have no national borders. By basing them on a single language, they can penetrate deeper into and between people. That basic point of unity provides the ideal environment for someone who aims to control people's wills. But how does this differ from building the Tower of Babel? The ethnic cleansing parasites attempt to rob man of his words. Such irony. It was the vocal cord parasites that gave words to him in the first place. Ancient man had no language. Unable to produce complex sounds due to the structure of the throat, he could communicate only through simple vocalizations and gestures. Then the vocal cord parasites infected his larynx. Man's transition to walking upright did not gift him solely with intelligence, but also with his voice. At the time, the vocal cord parasites never harmed man. They merely took a small measure of nourishment. In fact, you could call it a symbiotic relationship. Some animal species use particular vocalization patterns to attract a female and reproduce. Songbirds, certain insects, and also the vocal cord parasites. The difference is that the parasites themselves did not produce sounds. Rather, they had their hosts, man, do it for them. Once secure on the human host vocal cords, a male vocal cord parasite caused the host to produce a certain sound pattern, something like a warble of a bird. Meanwhile, females parasitizing other host pharynxes need only wait. Upon hearing the sound pattern of an attractive mate, they would manipulate their hosts into making contact with the person it came from. The female traveled through his host's saliva to the other host's vocal cords, where the male was waiting and the pair copulated. We can only imagine how the female manipulated his host.
but it was probably through smell. Smells traveled directly to the limbic system via the olfactory cilia in the nasal cavity. Volatile compounds released by the female would stimulate the limbic system, which controls instincts, making the host feel amorous. This kind of sexual selection naturally led to competition between the male parasites. Males that had their hosts produce sounds perceived by females as more attractive succeeded in copulating and producing offspring. Evolutionary traits caused by sexual selection are curious. The peacock's feathers, the mannequin's dance, the firefly's luminescence pattern. Even with courtship behaviors that are not advantageous to survival, those individuals that excel in them produce offspring, and it escalates with each generation. The same was true of the vocal cord parasites. Courtship vocalization rhythms and intonations became more sophisticated, and in order for man to produce such sounds, they had to alter his vocal organs. By lowering the position of the larynx and developing resonating chambers, they enabled more complex pronunciations. But that was not all. The vocal cord parasites activated a transcription factor that would later control man's language ability. A protein that, due to its appearance, is called forkhead box protein P2, or FOXP2. Activating this transcription factor led to the development of brain function capable of creating sophisticated frequency changes. This was the pinnacle of the vocal cord parasite's prosperity. However, this sophisticated pronunciation control was too useful for man to ignore. Once human sexual activity ceased to be only seasonal, and having lost pigment-based sexual characteristics, distinctive vocalizations became the most effective means for humans to attract mates as well. Combined with logic pathways hardwired into the brain, or universal grammar, it was not long before advanced communication was possible. This was the birth of language. Luckily for man, it was around this time that a particular retrovirus was circulating. While not lethal, it infected not only man, but the vocal cord parasites as well. It is presumed that this virus removed part of the parasite's DNA and reverse transcribed it into man's reproductive cells. It was a vector. Among the genes it transcribed were the ones responsible for the production of language. The vocal cord parasite's vocalization genes were written into the human genome. The parasites were no longer of any use to man now. Man could use his voice as he pleased, when he pleased, hindering the parasite's courtship vocalizations. Having lost their opportunity to reproduce, the parasites died out, leaving behind only the transcribed genes. The vocal cord parasites were once in symbiosis with man. Its genes even became a part of his. Humans and parasites are extremely close. As such, it will be extremely difficult for man's immune system to eliminate the vocal cord parasites. Even cutting them out will be no simple matter, which is exactly why these ethnic cleansing parasites are such a formidable weapon. The rise of the vocal cord parasites goes back approximately 300 million years to the Permian period. At that time, they were not even parasites, but predatory autotrophs. They are believed to have been the common ancestor to the Pentastomida and the Cyclops genus of copepods. However, Earth's environment underwent a violent change at the end of the Permian period. The cause is unclear, but but evidence suggests that over 90% of the Earth's organisms at that time died out. The most pronounced threat to the proto-parasites was the severe reduction in oxygen concentration. The result was cladogenesis, a splitting that gave birth to a new strain that could parasitize other organisms' respiratory apparatus. This survival tactic helped lower their oxygen consumption, and inhabiting the throat kept them securely in contact with inhaled air. The best survivors were those that parasitized the reptiles that flourished at the time. Entering the Triassic period, the reptiles evolved into dinosaurs, and the proto-parasites shared in their success. Dinosaurs developed respiratory organs called air sacs to adapt to the low oxygen environment. These in particular helped the proto-parasites thrive. But another trial awaited them. The end of the Triassic period saw another drastic change in the Earth's environment. For most parasites, the male and female take the same host. Many are, in fact, hermaphrodites. Originally, the vocal cord parasites were as well. But for any strain to ride out a severe environmental change, it must secure a steady pool of genetic diversity. Another split. Now the newest strain procreated with mates found in other hosts. And in order to increase its encounters with those mates, the new strain utilized the voice of its host. They came to inhabit the host's vocal cords. This truly was the birth of the vocal cord parasite. The parasites developed the host's pharynx to form resonating chambers and used them to produce sophisticated mating calls. The relatively upright posture of the dinosaurs was important in this, because the crooked L-shaped pharynx was more suited to the development of resonating chambers. These developments ushered in a time of great prosperity for the parasites. But for the third time, the parasites had a major hurdle to overcome. The meteorite impact at the end of the Cretaceous period, which spelled the end of the dinosaurs. With their hosts extinct, the vocal cord parasites had no option but to find a new habitat. Birds. As genetic successors to the dinosaurs, with functioning air sac apparatus already in place, birds were the perfect choice. But the parasites could not survive in birds that flew at high altitudes with thinner air. So they parasitized ground-dwelling birds and altered their respiratory system for the sake of reproduction. They gave the birds the means to produce sophisticated sounds. The syrinx responsible for chirping. This is the proof that
Fucking
points to
parrots?
activation of FOXP2 in songbirds as well as humans. The Cenozoic era began with a rise in oxygen concentration, which helped mammals to evolve and increase in size. The parasites then shifted to humans as a more effective host. Humans' bipedal upright walking meant that our throats could support larger resonating chambers. At first, vocal cord parasites entered humans using birds as their intermediate host. But eventually they changed to conducting their entire life cycle within human hosts. What happened next is as I have already described. People took the vocalizing prowess given them by the parasites and made it language. And once the parasites could no longer use it as their mating call, they died out. Or in other words, the parasites overcame all evolutionary hurdles except humanity. Skullface shared his opinion on this matter. He said the Ethnic Cleansers Project was sure to succeed. After all, the parasites had a grudge against us humans. To think we awoke them after such a long slumber, just so they could sate their thirst for vengeance. It is terrible. Unforgivable. And yet, it is what I have done.
What's going on, Meat? How are you?
I learned of the vocal cord parasite's existence in literature belonging to the Foundation. It was little more than a theory. The question was, why does only Homo sapiens among all primates have highly developed language? Human versus everything else. The missing link between these was the mystery that gave rise to this theory. I was fascinated by the idea of their existence. In the Dene creation myth, the Neyo Dene, who first inhabited the world, were insect-like creatures. I came to imagine that those insect-like creatures could be humans living in symbiosis with the vocal cord parasites. But I had not the faintest idea of how I could resurrect them. That is when Skullface came to me. What he offered me was not just assistance with my metallic archaea research. He told me the vocal cord parasites really existed. And not only did they exist, they had already been brought back to life in the modern age. An ancient human cadaver, host to the parasites of the time. Cypher excavated such a cadaver from a permafrost region and isolated the DNA coding of the vocal cord parasites. Naturally, they were long dead and could not be brought back, but there was an alternate vessel they could use. A relative species of the Pentastomida discovered in China. It had adapted to live in the nasal cavity of animal hosts, but its genetic sequence showed signs of common ancestry with the vocal cord parasites. Ontogenesis, a path of an organism to maturity, is like a roadmap of the phylogenetic evolution of the entire strain. Cypher used this to effect a reverse evolution of the modern parasite and resurrect the vocal cord parasites. They interposed a developmental mechanism to the ontogenetic stage analogous to when the relative species first appeared, the point at which it split from the vocal cord parasites, forcing its evolution down the other path, the vocal cord parasite path. The larvae this produced by the vocal cord parasites, reborn. I do not know in detail how Cypher accomplished this, but clearly they have access to high-level genetic technologies. Skullface said it was the work of a genius woman scientist, and that the relative species in question was first discovered by a group once called the Philosophers. I was tasked with modifying the resurrected parasites. He charged me with two demands. First, to add lethality to these organisms that had once lived in peace with man, by unleashing the larvae's latent desire to consume nutrients from the host's lung tissue, making them eat and eat until the lungs were destroyed. Second, to have both male and female inhabit the same host and copulate then and there only when exposed to specific pronunciations continuously over an extended time. What he would do to the Dene if I failed. I had no choice. Originally, the ultimate objective of the ethnic cleansing parasite project was the identification of not only languages, but of actual cultures. Language is deeply connected to ethnicity, but many languages are employed by multiple ethnic groups, and confrontation between those ethnic groups is by no means rare. If the cleanser parasites were to be a deterrent against ethnic conflict, they had to distinguish between groups using means other than pure language. The original plan called for this to be achieved by differences in the transmission vector. Each ethnic group has different lifestyle customs and eating habits. For instance, parasites living in shallow water and taken in through the skin could be used to target rice farming groups, or parasites using cows as their intermediate host would be ineffective against cultures that abstain from eating beef. But that is a lofty goal indeed. The current parasites mainly rely on droplet transmission. It would take extensive time to alter the transmission route. I eventually learned that the Ethnic Cleansers project had been shut down. It was Skullface who put it back into operation. But despite that, he told me to forget about the transmission route and just focus on language identification. I do not know why. I understand that the Chinese philosophers who discovered the relative species of parasite originally planned to develop a phonogrammic Alexia parasite. The left temporal parietal region is home to the part of the brain that identifies the phonetic symbols of the English language. They wished to create a strain that would parasitize that region and suppress its literacy functions. The brain area responsible for identifying the logographs of Chinese, meanwhile, is in the left middle frontal gyrus, meaning that even if native speakers of Chinese were infected with the parasite, the literacy would be unaffected. Old and new, east and west, there is no limit to the delusions of those in power. But this delusion threatens to become a reality. I have to do something to stop this. There must be something I can do.
So sad. Alexia, play Despacito.
Please select a landing zone. Heading to Mother Base.
Go check in on Paz. Paz? Is that her name? Yeah. I can't just yell Alexa on my stream. Why not? Alexa, play the John Cena theme song. Is this where I asked to go? I could have sworn I asked to go over here, no? Probably not. Did it start playing music?
Please select a delivery point.
Alexa, subscribe to Gear with Twitch Prime. She did. Awesome. I'm sorry. I'm done, I promise I'm done. I don't want to fuck with anything like that because, like, you can actually add shit to your cart.
How's it going, boss? Boss.
Snake?
Dropped your book. Amazon Music. Oh, rip.
Thank you. You are always so kind to me, Snake.
Is this a cutscene or am I? That's it. I just gave her a book.
You will come back, right?
Not if we're just gonna hum.
Snake.
I recovered another guy. I don't know what's up. Talk to me or I'll get Miller. I'm guessing that's Code Talker.
You will come back, right?
It's like she's in a fucking jail cell. So sad. Don't say it. Don't say it.
Please select a landing zone. Landing zone confirmed.
Roger.
Come on, Blue. Yeah, I'm done. I just checked on what's her name, and now we're gonna get in the chopper so it saves, and then I'll be done. You started playing it way after, and now you're way further? Alright, well. Everyone plays at different bases, and I also work like 7 days a week, so. Plus, I've been taking my time and doing like side missions and shit too. But anyway, thank you guys for coming out. No, I know. I like getting in the chopper. Don't forget to check back in. I am gonna do a t-shirt giveaway someday soon. I don't know when. Maybe this week, maybe next week. So you don't want to miss that. And yeah, that's all I got. You guys have a good night. And I'll see you all later. Yeah. You'll be there for the shirt? Alright. There's non-lethal versions of some of the other pistols. Interesting. Alright, we'll check them out. Anyway, you guys have a good night. I'll catch you later. Hey, thanks for making it all the way to the end of this video. I know that some of the VODs can get a little bit long, so I do appreciate you sticking around. I'd like to ask real quick if you have a friend or someone close to you who you think would like a clip or a portion or even the whole stream, please feel free to reach out to them and share this with them. I'm always looking for more respectful people to come hang out and have some fun. If you've already done that or want to help me out some other way, feel free to check out the video description for some other ways you can help support me. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.